You can win a Mercedes-AMG G63. That's right, the influencers.
Hi, I'm Craig, and this is Crash Course Government and Politics, and today we're going to get personal. Not personal in the sense that I'm going to tell you I'm a bedwetter, because I'm not going to tell you that. We're going to talk about people's personal political views and where they come from. This is what political scientists sometimes call political socialization. But before we get into the forces that help create our political outlooks, we should probably define what political ideologies look like in America. In America, there are a number of ways that people characterize themselves politically. Typically, they identify with a political party. Although, as we'll see when we talk more about parties, this has become less likely over time. And although there's a lot of overlap between political party and political ideology, there's not 100% correspondence between the two. But there is 100% overlap between my fist and this eagle's beak. Politics. So now I should probably say what I mean by political ideology. Basically, I'm talking about whether you identify as liberal or conservative, or libertarian, or socialist, or anarchist, or nihilist, or Craigist, people who just love me. I'm one of those. You're probably familiar with the idea that liberals are on the left and conservatives are on the right, and this can be a helpful shorthand, but what political views do these terms represent? Let's go to the clone zone. What, the clone zone? It's right here now? I'll leave then. This way? I'll go this way. Taking a cue from anti-federalists, American conservatives believe that a large government poses a threat to individual liberty, and we prefer our national government to be as small as possible.
Okay, hi everyone. So today we have a special treat because we have the first time two students are debating each other here in the class rather than with the professor or we're just doing a class debate. So we have to make sure we have enough time for that so that we get the full benefit of the experience. And it's of course being recorded on YouTube, so you can go back and watch it after the class and enjoy it and tell your friends and family back home that they can see it on YouTube because it's publicly available. So that's something to keep in mind. But before we do that, we should go to the smart attendance, and your smart attendance number is 684. 684, so let me put 684 in the chat box. 684, okay, so that's your smart attendance number. And let me, of course, also, let's see, what else do I have to, there's, of course, I want to make sure we have enough time, and of course I have to shut down the computer, you know, after a little more over half an hour in order to convert the file and copy it. So we have to start the debate now at the top of the class. So let's go back to the voting site for our class. And you can see, as we've done in the past, we have I think we've done in the past. Yeah, I think we've had student debates in this class. Yes, we did. In fact, I lost last week, I think, against Chung Jin. So we're going to also, you know, ask you to evaluate pro and cons performance in terms of their that rubric that I distributed a long time ago regarding how to prepare for the debates, and which, of course, it's somewhere on the course website. So I don't really want to go spend much time looking for it now. And so maybe I'll just skip that and go back to the vote. So let's go back and look at the and make sure I got to remember that I always got to remember to share the screen, because if I don't share the screen, you might not see it. So this is the vote. The debate format is to South Koreans, Donald Trump will likely be reelected in 2 years' time, in 2 years and 3 months or 4 months' time, in November 2024. And so let's just go to it and have Juliet make her opening statement. And the opening statement, of course, is up to 6 minutes for pro, and then up to 6 minutes for con, and then pro rebuts for up to 4 minutes. And then con rebuts concludes for up to 7 minutes, and then pro has the last word for 3 minutes. So once again, pro will speak 3 times, con will speak twice, and you can ask questions and get extra credit point. So Juliet, how do you want to do this? Do you want to come up into the class and use the microphone? And you can bring your laptop if you want to put your laptop in front of you so you have your notes. Okay, yeah, however you want to do it. People have done it in different ways, of course. You know, but of course, this is all part of presentation style. How to get the class, people in class and people online to vote for you. And of course, if they like you because your style is good, that's always a benefit. So here, take the microphone. Well, you'll do it in the comments when it's his turn. So
Okay. Okay, so let's imagine a world where Donald Trump could be reelected in 2024. I mean, it's not that complicated. He already has been elected, and when at a time we thought he couldn't be, by the way. In 2020, we all applaud for Joe Biden election and said it was a real success and everything, but in fact he was elected with only a 4.5 difference with Donald Trump, so it's not that much. So he didn't win with a big wave of success. He won, but still Donald Trump could have his chances. Joe Biden won the swing states that we saw in chapter 5, I think. But they are swing states. So even in the states that Arizona, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Georgia, it is a small difference. It can change every time, and at every Joe Biden mistake, which will happen eventually, Donald Trump will win his elector back. And I also wanted to highlight the condition in which Joe Biden has been elected. He was elected in a time of pandemic in which Donald Trump didn't believe in. But in 2024, the pandemic will be over, or at least we can handle it. We have a vaccine, so people can live like they used to, and they will be more interested into issues they used to before pandemics, like immigration, economy, or abortion, as we can see what is currently happening in the United States. And there is a big mass of American people who tend to withdraw into extreme kind of extremist ideas or conservative ideas, and like the fact that abortion could be like banned from the United States, which isn't supposed to, but it could become that way. I think the fact Donald Trump gave those people like a voice. They said, "Oh, you're legitimate to think that way," so they think it's a good idea to ban abortion or ban immigration or ideas like that to be against immigrants. And Donald Trump gives them like a voice and a legitimacy to exist. So obviously they vote for him. And well, again, now the pandemic is not over, but now we can handle it. They will go back into supporting Donald Trump. If we look at what Donald Trump did in those last years, I mean, he was a disaster for international relations. He began a commercial war with China. He withdrew from the Paris Agreement. He didn't really believe in NATO efficiency, but as he promised, he always put American interests first, and that's what Americans want. They seem to not care on what is going abroad, like when, but still they want America to go first. And I mean, Donald Trump always promised that. He did it, and well, now the pandemic is over. There is no reason to be interested into what is happening abroad. And do I still, how long I have still? Yeah, I can see it here. Okay, so I have time. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. To go back on the pandemic, Joe Biden, like, so he believed in it. So he like, how can I say it? He developed financial aids to help hospitals during the pandemic. But the consequence is, of course, he has exploded the public debt. And that's something Donald Trump will play on, that Biden developed too much aids, financial aids for this pandemic, and that he wouldn't have done so much. And I think that's something Americans are interested for. As we discussed, like a lot of Americans aren't for developing healthcare, and they believe that people shouldn't pay for what others can afford. And I think he is something that he can win electors on.
All right, so does anybody have an extra credit question they want to ask Pro at this time? If not, you can think about that, any questions you'd like to ask, and we will now turn over the stage to Khan, Kim Pyong-koo. So go, and when you're ready to go.
Can I start? Yeah, okay, yeah. There is big two reasons that Donald Trump can't be reelected in 2024. I understand the Donald Trump, the top priority was only for the American people. I understand about it, but people who live in America feel that Donald Trump acts like too much endless tweets and anger and like confusion surrounding him, and too many lies, like habitual lies. And the most important is lack of tolerance and empathy for others. United States have a big status. They need to understand other countries because United States is the most biggest democracy country, and also South Korea are having good relationship with United States. But after the Donald Trump was elected, there was so many problems between Korea and America, and also other Europe country. That lack of democracy made too much problem between the Europe and America and any other countries. And of course, in addition, the worst of all was device and bad appeals to the racism and white supremacy have been negatively affected by raising concerns about the future of the United States, because there are a lot of variety of people who live in America. They're black, Asian, and white. They have to be combined as a one country, and that's people understand about United States. But while Donald Trump was elected, the problem between the whites and other races problem was increased, and that is really a big issues that he made. So, and also I understand that the coronavirus was the first time in every world, and it is really hard to defend as a president. But I think coronavirus made him to show how he is inability to take care of coronavirus. And President Trump further promoted division by blaming the crisis caused by COVID-19 on external factors and his political opponents. This has led to resistance from many elite scientists and public health experts. And also whether to trying to heal the people, try to be more to make it safe for the Americans. President Trump suppressed peaceful protests, encouraging fear and declaring himself the president of law and order. Can I finish? Yeah. Yeah. um, the people get really tired of how he acts, and I understand that his acting could gather people more and to be combined, but I really want to say that America is a country that needs to lead the other countries. Um, um, and a lot of American, included white people, to agree about Donald Trump that the only American have to be the first, uh, and the Donald Trump first idea that America have to be the first was really understandable, but how he acts after being a president was not enough to gather the people who who believed that he could do better after being a president. But there was so many problems that while he was doing as a president, and also there was impeachment about Donald Trump because of his acts and his behavior and lack of democracy made him to be impeachment. Although he was not, but the kind of problem came out was all because of his different acts before a president, after being a president, and a lot of people who vote for Joe Biden was because of Biden received a lot of votes because of voters that a lot of people don't want Trump to be reelected. That's a huge reason that Joe Biden was elected, and he risked his political destiny to dig into President Trump overly extreme and argued that what American people want is calmer and stable leadership, but he was not. And there was an analysis about the Donald Trump that Democratic Party succeeded in making the election a judgment against Donald Trump and not a choice between Biden and Trump. In fact, many voters choose Biden because they were extremely tired of President Trump's humanity. Do I have to make a conclusion? Yeah, to make a conclusion, I'm not saying that Joe Biden have to be reelected in 2024, but a lot of people could not allow Donald Trump to be reelected in 2024. And if Donald Trump has reelected in 24, the same problem will be happen. And I don't think that Donald Trump will change his mind and do a better job as a president. I think he will be the same to make lack of democracy. And one thing I have to emphasize is that the status and of America is really important because just one word that American says could impact to a lot of country, and they need to notice themselves that America is really a huge country. So in that point of view, acting like Donald Trump could make international world more confused. So for that reason, Donald Trump can be reelected in 2024. Yeah.
This is your last chance to, did you have this on when you were speaking? Oh, okay, because it was off when I got it. Okay, so hopefully you can hear the debate. Okay, so I don't know if this was, I hope it was on. Okay, so all right, so pro vote as well on pro conclusion, and then we go back to the website and scroll down and ask you also to vote on pro presentation style. All right, presentation style. So please vote on pro presentation style, and also a vote as well on con presentation style. And let's see if we can find con presentation style. There's con presentation style. So vote there as well. And you two can sit down, okay, because, okay. And so you can do your voting as well. And con presentation style, and then also vote on use of pro's use of week's reading material. So how well did pro use the week's reading material, the information from our reading for the week, and also for con's use of week's reading material. So we go here and you can see also that you can vote. All right, and also, okay, there you go. And then also vote, of course, tell us who won the debate. Who won the debate? Pro or con? Pro or con? Of course, the debaters themselves should vote as to who won the debate. And then also finally, grade the debate. Grade the debate. And so click here. And so please grade the debate. And as I said, you have until 10 o'clock to do that before it closes. So I need to close the classroom computer so I can save this file and then upload the video recording on YouTube so that everybody can see it. And you know, that's something I just realized. You can when it's on YouTube, you can tell your friends and family wherever they are in the world to go watch you perform on the debate. So let me close this, and then I will go to my laptop. So stand by for about half a minute.